as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up. To about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
70, Indy, protein spill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, they'll find Everett there, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert 3, alert 6. No.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Hunt. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This is caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Flush to his right. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Off play action. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Off the play fake. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert looking deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Come on, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Shift.
Off the bootleg. Herbert They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Ready?
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. Being chased, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give him 18 yards on that one. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert forced out to his left. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 27, Jackson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Jackson, option right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
All day, every day, any day.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Let's go. Pick it up, team. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season, unfortunately, for the other team.